And as we get set to go here in the first round of this middleweight bout. Both guys come out, touch gloves. Starting to feel each other out a little bit, and a nice left hand.
Looks like Lassen is loading up. He's changing levels. I think he's looking to set up a right hand over the top.
Pressing these guys up against the cage right here in front of the broadcast station with some nice uppercuts straight to the body. Heavy pressure on.
We're fighting for underhooks. See if we can. Oh, he pulls up.
And a nice
down.
sweep.
He jumps on the back.
Starts to pin down that left arm. Looks like he's got both of his hooks in, Will.
Looks like, yeah, he's got 2 hooks in. He's hunting for that rear naked choke. Andrew needs to breathe. He needs to hang. He needs to grab those hands, pull them over himself, bump and roll. Hey.
Heavy pressure on top still here from Lassen. Takes the back again and is really fighting for that finish right now.
Brandon needs to horse kick out, defend. Ooh.
Looks like that choke is in there tight. Is he gonna get the finish? Starts to climb up the cage.
I think he's starting to lose the angle. Brandon is. Andrew looks good. He's looking, he could just keep moving those hips.
Transitions to mount. Now back over, trying to grab those, keep those hooks in. Heavy pressure on the back. And Will, talk me through how tiring it is to have a guy like Lassen on your back this whole time. Stands up. Nice job by these guys.
I think Brandon needs to go back to that jab. That jab was working for him. Keep Lassen off of him. Stiff jab.
Now with Lassen looking for that finish early on, do you think he might be gassed at all, Will?
Definitely. He's starting to slow down the pace. He's loading up big shots. He's going back to the same game plan. It's working. Press. Let's see if he can give us back again.
Eats 2 hard uppercuts right against the cage.
Underhook, he needs to turn him over into the cage. Pressure. There we go.
A couple hard knees to the body by Horowitz.
Oh, I heard that one. That one sounded like a broken rib.
And these guys are still pressing the action here in the first round. And now Horowitz is on his back. What a great first round. These guys, as we thought, Will, both of these guys coming out, pressuring really hard here in the first round. Obviously a lot of ground game shown here by Brandon Lassen, really looking for that finish early on.
Yeah, I think what Andrew's doing wrong here, he keeps exposing his back. So every time he, like with the mount, he pushes him off and then he turns away. He needs to not turn away. He needs to scoop out, he needs to scoop back and just kind of hold those frames out so that he doesn't get caught up in the back again.
And if you're Brandon's coach, what are you talking to him about in the corner right now regarding the striking? Does he needs to mix things up a little bit and close the distance a little better and not, focus on eating?
Absolutely. I think the stiff jab is working. Let's stick with that. Let's throw more volume now. Don't just go 1. Let's go 1, 1, 2. Maybe try to set up a heavy cross.
All right, getting ready for round 2. Both fighters are ready. Both fighters come out, touch gloves again.
Oh, stiff jab.
Nice left hand.
He needs to stick with it.
Both of these guys are swinging for the fences.
Ooh, that looked like a low kick. I'm right between the legs.
Now Brandon will get up to 5 minutes to recover for that low kick. Looked like it hit right there on the center of the cup. Obviously it looked unintentional. Looked like he was going for a low leg kick.
Yeah, it was just misplaced, mistiming. Another thing that Brandon Lassen is doing, he's kind of ducking. He's changing levels. So he kind of, by changing levels, when someone kicks low, you almost walk yourself into that growing kick.
And the referee gave a stiff warning to Andrew Horowitz about that leg or about that low kick, making sure that they avoid the groin area. Looks like Brandon is ready to go.
If I was Brandon Lassen, I would go back to round one. Let's pressure him. Let's pressure him forward against the cage. Let's wrap him up and wait for him to make a mistake.
Well, it looks like he heard exactly what you said, Will, following your advice. Both fighters exchanging body shots. Hard knee to the body by Brandon. These guys are wearing out the body.
Nice judo attempt. He's going for a guillotine here. He doesn't really have control, but it's a good hold and head and arm control. He's working the knees.
Both fighters break up.
Brandon needs to circle off, stay away from the cage. It's not a good spot for us. I'm sorry, Andrew. There we go.
Nice jab again by Andrew Horowitz. Andrew, he's been very successful with that jab tonight. Andrew
Absolutely,
has.
He's snapping it. He's got a good timing, good rhythm on it. Brandon Lassen has had trouble seeing it coming.
Brandon sticking to the game plan, pressuring up against the cage again, but Andrew Horowitz looks to take his back here.
Oh, he just exposes his back. Yeah, we're in the turtle position. He wants to get his knees. If I was Andrew, I would circle away from the cage and move on to the back. There we go. Let's start working him, soften him up. Let's go circle to the back, and then eventually sit a choke in.
Looks like he's got that guillotine wrapped up a little bit again, as you were talking about early, Will. Looks like Brandon's going for a takedown here, even though he's got that.
He's going for a guillotine, but he doesn't really have. If he pulls guard, he's not going to land it. He's not going to have control because his hips are outside. He needs to let go of the guillotine attempt and just go to single leg defense. Oh, nice sprawl.
More shots to the body by Andrew Horowitz. He's on top, really delivering some ground and pound right now, Will.
Oh, looks like
maybe able to get the finish.
Looks like Lassen is hurt. Now the question is, will Brandon Lassen recover in between rounds? It looks like he's a little bit winded. He started strong. That first round was super pressure. He came in forward. I think he might have taxed himself too much.
Got the athletic commission in the cage, looking at both fighters, making sure that everyone is good to go, ready to continue. Getting set for this third round. Got the beautiful ring girl in the cage.
I'm looking at both fighters, and it looks like Brandon's having a more challenging time in the corner. He might be a little bit more winded.
Now, Will, a guy with your resume, over 30 fights in your career, talk us through, if you're Brandon right now and you're getting a little exhausted, you may be losing the exchanges from the stand-up perspective. Does he continue to press the action and get the grappling and get Horowitz up against the cage?
We got to close the distance because we're going to be getting popped with that jab. So let's stick to what's work. And honestly, his clinch is working for him, and it's been working all night. Let's walk him forward, press him against the cage, and then let's wrap him up so we don't take punishment.
Horowitz comes out again with that jab that's been so effective through this entire fight. And a nice combination by Horowitz.
He's finding his punches now. Oh, Oh, Horowitz is landing clean.
And he's got a cut over his right eye. Brandon Lassen does.
I like the way he's stacking those punches. He's not just throwing one punch anymore. He can smell the blood and the water, Brad. He's going for the kill. Oh, he's going for the kill.
Heavy hands by
Smells
Andrew
it.
Horowitz. And Lawson doing a good job pushing him back up against the cage, trying to take control of this round.
That was really nice what he did. Just close the gap. If you close the gap, you can't get hit. Now we're defending.
And Andrew Horowitz throwing heavy hands, trying to stop this one.
Some of those shots are landing really clean.
Nice knee to the body by Andrew Horowitz. And he's really been wearing out that body.
Brad, it looks like Brandon Lassen is about to go. Oh, he's got him hurt. That was a big shot.
And he is busted up. And he's just continuing to land those heavy hands.
Back.
But a nice counter.
Now he's walking back.
Both of these guys are just exhausted. Nice leg kick by Brandon.
Nice check.
And he checks that one.
By Horowitz.
Nice shot to the body. And follows it up with a 1-2.
Brandon looks like he's cut. Oh, this fight's, he's on him, opening up a barrage of punches and knees.
And another nice knee to the body. He's got to do something.
The ref is looking at him. Oh,
and it's over. It is over. Andrew Horowitz. What a performance.
Got me through with the win. That was a tough fight.
Just really showed that he wanted this fight.
You know, he had a tough first round. He was exposed in the grappling. You know, he was showing his back a lot. He was in a dangerous position most of the first round. Came back, pressed forward, took over round 2, and finished the fight round 3.
Got the replay screen up again. It just shows Andrew Horowitz delivering that massive punishment to the body, to the head. I mean, just an unbelievable performance, and you could tell he wanted this victory.
He wanted
tonight.
to win. He was not walking away from this without the W.
Yeah. We've got the cutman and the doctors looking at Brandon the Wrecker Lawson, getting those cuts attended to. And we've got the ring announcer getting ready to make this one official.
You know, if I was Brandon Lassen, we did a really good job with the grappling. You know, I think we couldn't see the jab, and I think it was the jab and not catching up to the jab that kind of just set him up for the later barrage of punches in round 3. But he fought a great fight. I thought it was a great performance.
All right, and here we go to make this one official.
Winner by stoppage in the 3rd round in 2 minutes and 44 seconds, Andrew Horowitz.